morning. I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. It's a sunny day today, and the rest of the week we're supposed to be warming up. Yay! Finally! We didn't get the manure out yesterday, but I mean, we're getting spring maybe, so you gotta take the good with the bad, I guess. And if you hear in the distance, actually I'll go. You know spring is coming because I don't know if I can get them there. There they are. Lots of them flying overhead again today. Those are our Canada geese. So this is the usual start to our days. Buddy's actually eating at Tommy's feeder right now. But these two boys get along. They're all stray cats that appeared here over the years. Actually, Scotty was the very first one. Then came Tom, and the most recent member of our family is Buddy here. These are intact males. They came that way. We have no females on the property, and these cats don't leave. So when we did have females in the barn, because we did, they were all spayed. But, I mean, look at how well they get along. It's actually quite amazing. But these two, I guess because Scotty was the top cat here, like he was the first, these guys kind of put the run on Scotty. So they don't fight very often, but these two don't hang around with Scotty. Scotty is still on his own, and they won't share food with Scotty or anything like that. So we always make sure that Scotty, the barn cat, is fed away from the others because we don't want fights, and we like Scotty. See, there's Scotty over here. They're in the same barn, but they keep their distance, and Scotty gets fed over here. We'll just check in on these guys. We got a bunch eating, but we got some sitting down here and some over there. Oh, sounds like they're having a little dispute up there now. Someone had a little too many morsels. Even friends have disputes every now and then. You guys. I just finished saying what good buddies you were, and you were licking each other. To be fair, that was Tom's spot. You have your own bowl. Everyone has their own bowl. And this is Scotty's bowl, so don't come and try take his. These are the two new white ones. And the Hellion sisters are right there. Kind of separated a little bit there. But Michael suggested a really good name for these two, since they're always getting into things together, and they're both girls. He suggested Thelma and Louise for them. And I thought that was actually extremely suitable for these two. One of them's an L name, and yeah, one isn't, but I think it's the perfect name for them. So I don't know who's who yet. That is to be determined, but we're gonna go with Thelma and Louise for them. And how are you guys doing? Have you met the Hellion sisters? This is the mom that lost her first lamb and then quickly rebred. Her lambs are doing well. We'll see what kind of influence the other girls are on them. And here's my other babies. Hi, boys. Hi. How are you guys feeling today? Hey? Hello? Hi. Hi. you're really nice. Oh, you're really nice too. Oh my goodness, and you're nice. Don't be afraid. I think these guys were the really right choices. Some really pretty boys in here. Hi. You guys are special. Someone today questioned my use of culling for these sheep. They said, why don't you just say what it is, killing and processing? But actually, that is not what it is. It's culling. So culling means that we sort through them. We pick out the ones that we're going to keep, and we send the rest to the sales barn where they go through an auction and are sold. Yes, some people will buy them for meat. But others will... Cracker. Excuse me. Cracker. Don't chew on chains. Why would you do that? It's not for eating. No. Why would you even find that? Are you bored? But, yeah, so they go through an auction ring. Some are sold to market where they will go for meat. But to be honest, some will also be sold as breeding stock, especially for people who know us and see that it's our sheep at the sales barn, because the ones we send to market are all pretty good sheep too, and they're healthy. So it's not like the risky thing when people buy at the sales barn and you don't know what you're getting. And some people will go and buy them as pets. The bottom line is we don't know where they go once they leave here, but that's what we're doing, is we're culling out the ones we don't want, and we're keeping the ones that we do. So killing and processing would be the people who take them to the slaughterhouse. That's not what we're doing. So I thought when he said, why would you use culling instead of killing, I thought, well, tomatoes, but actually it's not. So I thought I'd just clarify that. But if you are buying in sheep from the sales barn, I would not recommend buying them as your replacement ewes and stuff unless you know which farm they came from, because there are so many sheep diseases and stuff out there that you don't want to bring diseases onto your property and set yourself up for all kinds of problems like abortions and foot rot and Visna, all kinds of things. So, but if you're lucky and you see someone with a good farm bringing sheep into the market, you can actually get a really good deal at the sales barn. But if I'm going to recommend anything, the best thing to do is to go right to a reputable breeder, see what they have, and go that route. Hi, you're still here. Here you are. You are still here. Shall I check and see if your udder's developing yet? We checked it a few days ago. You had nothing. But you're definitely pregnant. Oh, she's not going to let me feel. But she's definitely pregnant. You can tell by the belly. Anyway, I just checked. There's no lambs in here. So we're going to move on to the coveralls now. We're into where the bottle babies are right now. We're going to feed them. And I can tell that Arnie's got a straw bale sitting in this pen, so I know we're going to be putting straw out today. You guys hungry? Let's get to it then. So we'll let these guys out and play for a little while. They like to do that while Arnie's rolling out the hay. The Suffolks still aren't too keen on coming out. Oh, there she is, my girl, Lucy. Isn't she something? Oh my goodness, a lot of you are really nice. It's a sunny day. today, so it's still cold, so the yard's a bit frozen, so it's not totally mucky for them. So they can run around while I do the salt mineral and check their water bowls and stuff. Hi guys. Oh yeah, fun times out here. Come on then, you guys can go out. Go have a little romp around. Get some fresh air, exercise. Yeah, the door's open. Come on. There you go. Are you trying to hump the bucket, buddy? Rams. He's right there. He's actually getting a little bit excited about the whole thing. So while all the sheep are outside, it's a good time to put down some more bedding for them. And it's a nice fresh day. It's still right around, I think it's going up to 4 degrees, but it's sunny, so it makes it feel so much nicer, and the sheep really like it. So Arnie pulled down the curtains for them. That one running back there is Chinny. I don't know if you can see her chin there. So we'll have a look and see what these guys are up to. Hi, you guys. We got some in the snowbank. We got some in the hay. Some at the bad hay. I don't know what possesses them to go nibble on the bad hay, because usually if you put bad hay in the feeder, they won't go anywhere near it. But I just gotta quickly make sure nobody's wandering farther than they should. You guys, this is bad hay too. We're gonna get rid of this bad hay as soon as it dries up enough that we can get the tractors and wagons back to the fields. And we've got some really adventurous ones who are heading out to the paddock here, even in the snow. Is that a little deep? Are you sinking a little bit? Looks like you're sinking. You can hear the Canada geese are really active these days.
Hello, it's Arnie Suzuki here. You get it? Arnie Suzuki?
Nobody gets that, Arnie.
Come on, everybody knows David Suzuki. I'm his cousin, Arnie Suzuki.
Yeah, you look like David Suzuki.
After a long, hard winter, breeding all the ewes, just get rid of those bad bales. All the lambs are out here, and life continues. The world keeps moving. And if you look real carefully, after a long, hard winter, look, a miracle starts to develop.
Weeds.
The earth starts to grow back again from Arnie Suzuki. And that's why we want to save the planet. Another cycle. And you can just imagine that little cycle there. Profits, taxes, and how the world moves on. So I'm just going to have a little discussion today about something you can do if you're bored and you want to improve your genetics. And it's something that most people don't have time or patience for, but it's a little trick that I learned a long time ago off of a dairy guy from Holstein, Canada. Look at something here, and I'm going to show you something that you can look for, and it's a small tool. But if you have time and with a beer or rum and coke, or you might want to look into this because it is work. I swear it works, and I truly believe in it. Yeah, somebody asked the other day about these bales. So these are wet bales, and as you can see, there's some of these bales are on the ground, and mice got into them. So there's a little bit of mold folded. And I won't take a chance on that with the sheep because you get stereosis. I have so much hay, I just don't have to tolerate a bale that's gone bad. These bales won't be wasted. They're actually going to go back to our bush where we compost them. And actually the coyotes live in them, the mice live in them, raccoons live in them, and it all serves its purpose, and it'll go back down to the earth again. It's a little bit wasted money that I had to make them, but some bales didn't cure correctly, and I don't want to have any sick sheep. So I'm going to go in this barn here, and I'm going to show you. I don't want to upset everybody, but I'm going to walk in here real slowly, and I'm going to show you what we're looking for. Oh, now I can't show you because no one's doing it. Oh, they're already excited now. Hey, girl. Easy, girl. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm looking for. There's a sheep right there that's doing it. They're all a little upset right now. See that sheep right there in the center of the camera chewing her cud? Now you'd have to say, well, how important is that? So she's actually chewing her cud quite fast. I would give her the scale from 1 to 10. She's above average on chewing her cud. She's gonna bring some more up right now. There she goes. I tell you how important that is. Get a stopwatch and count how many times a sheep will chew his cud in 1 minute. And you'd be surprised. In 1 minute, some sheep chew their cud 40 times. And some cows or some sheep chew their cuds 60 times in a minute. So you do realize the more she chews her cud, the more food she's digesting, and the more fat and protein she's producing for herself or for her lambs, or to produce milk. So that to some people, that might be small stuff. I mean, why would I bother myself? The sheep that chew their cuds fast are more than likely going to be extremely profitable sheep on everything. Muscle gain, growth rate, just aggressive sheep. Sheep that chew their cuds very relaxing and very soft are most of the time just laid back, lazy sheep that never really cut the fat. They just really aren't good, profitable sheep. I mean, that's say you can still love them and you can still keep them for a pet. Look at the cud chewing, and that will point out what sheep are the ones that are going to do well for you and the ones that are not going to do well for you. I always make the example. It's like pigs. You know, when you slop the pigs, you know, your grandparents always slop the pigs. they would put the food out and you had to race in the pen and pull it out real quick because the pigs would run right over top of you. But you know something? That last little piglet that made it to the trough is probably the one you don't want because it's always the last one at the trough. And I'm just going to show you something. See, there's a spotted-faced Dorset way back there. I don't know if you can see her chewing her cud. See, she's not chewing that cud very fast, is she? And you want sheep to chew cuds fast. So that's my point. Just a little thing. It's a little funny thing. Just look at your sheep someday when you have a cup of coffee, put a lawn chair out, and you can pretty well say that the sheep that are constantly eating, are constantly chewing their cud and fast, are the ones that are doing well. Sheep that are not very aggressive are always just laying back, not really doing their job. So that's my little thing of the day, I guess, which is kind of cute. If you want to do that someday, you could. And come on, Katie. And I know I'm gonna say one more thing, and Lynn can probably cut it out if she wants to. But I love jokes. Jokes make me happy. I'm sorry if it offends people, and I didn't mean that. Okay, I was talking about the homeless girls. I thought it was a joke, but maybe hurt some people. But anyways, that wasn't my intentions, but jokes make me happy. That's what I am. I like to laugh. I tried to force myself to laugh, but a lot of days are miserable, maybe. Just like Mexico. Ewetopia.
Here's a few of the lambs are gathered now as close to the door as possible because this is where they'll get the sunlight and the fresher air.
You know what the lambs are saying? Why go to Mexico? Instead of having a sand beach, you can have a straw beach. You get it?
Yeah, I get it, Arnie.
Oh, Lynn, such a stick in the mud. Really?
And here's the chewing the cud thing that Arnie was talking about. We got lambs doing it. So he described why you want your sheep to chew their cud fast. But I thought I'd quickly try to tell you what chewing the cud is, really. Sheep are ruminants, as are a few of the farm animals like cows and goats. But horses and pigs are not. And ruminants have 4 stomachs. The first stomach is the rumen, and what happens is they eat their hay and they swallow it down into their rumen, and in the rumen the acid in there breaks up the hay farther, so makes it into kind of like a little wad, and it's kind of like a fermentation vat, like maybe for brewing beer or spirits and stuff. Once it's all mangled up, the sheep regurgitate it and chew it down again, and this creates saliva, and when they swallow it again, the saliva acts as a buffer in their stomachs so that they aren't too acidic and they're able to digest food more thoroughly. So the more they're chewing the cud, the faster they chew the cud, the quicker the nutrients are getting into their system. It means they're relaxed, so you'll see sheep chewing their cuds when they're in a relaxed mode, and it's always after eating the hay. And because of that, because they're breaking it down into their smaller constituent levels, they tend to be healthier sheep, faster growing sheep, produce more milk, because if they're chewing it fast, they're really cycling it through their system quicker and breaking it down quicker. It's kind of like the system. I mean, I think I basically got it. You got the general idea anyway. So we are making dinner, and I check my email, and I get a message saying, go check your mail, with a picture like this. And this is our mailbox with a parcel sticking out of it. But it's actually not our mailbox. This is used to be an old mailbox, and we turned it into a birdhouse. It's near the end of our driveway, but it's not our actual mailbox, which is on the other side of the driveway. So that is a package a company put in there, and there's even a bird's nest in that mailbox. But I thought, oh my God, what is it? So I ran out to check. So when I went to the mailbox and unwrapped the gift, this is what was in the mailbox. It's a Canadian flag. It's not just a Canadian flag, it's a really, really nice one with embroidery and everything on it. And it came from Michael. Everybody knows Michael. And yeah, this is a nicer flag than what we buy. So I'm thinking either Michael's being nice and he's giving us a spare flag for our front pole, or he's being very observant and saw that our flag in the backyard on our post has totally ripped apart in the wind, and we've been waiting for the snow to melt before we put a new one up. And I'm guessing, because Michael doesn't seem to miss a beat, and he probably noticed the flag was ripped and decided to get us a new one. So thank you very much, Michael. It really is a beautiful flag. I'd be curious to know where you got them, because we usually get them from the dollar store, and they're great, but they don't last that long. I mean, they last a few months depending on the wind and stuff, but this is a really heavy-duty, nice flag. Well, I've got an awful lot of footage today, so I know I'm going to go way too long again, or have to edit a lot out. So I'm going to call that a day. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed your time at Ewetopia Farms, please give us a like, send us a comment, or subscribe. And I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.